Well, this morning we're going to the historic Gosser building in Ishpeming, and that's where Ansley Watson is hanging out. She's going to join us to tell us a little bit about what's new and a new store that they're offering there. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. It's called Reome by LaFave, and it's a great little store to find refurbished and repurposed furniture. Now, Kate has been doing this for quite some time, but her store actually opened up just a couple weeks ago. So in a little while, we'll get to go inside and check out exactly what you could find in this store. Reporting live in Ishpeming, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, that sounds like a lot of fun. And Cassie, I know you've seen Ansley's apartment. This is right down her alley, it seems like, for some of the stuff she has.
It is. Her apartment is really cool, and I'm looking forward to see what's in the store as well.
It should be fun, and maybe people want to just hang
Welcome
out
back.
there. It's 10 past the hour. Well, a new storefront in Ishpeming recently opened up, and it showcases refurnished pieces. Ansley Watson is there now to tell us a little bit more about what we could find. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sammy. I'm standing in Reome, and she might have already gotten a sale out of me this morning. She got some really cute stuff here. I'm joined with the owner, Kate LaFave. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So this store has actually only been open for 2 weeks, you said?
Yes, less than 2 weeks. I'm only open on the weekends,
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I've been open for 4 days total. And we've made our rent already, so it's been great.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
So you've been refurbishing furniture for quite some time. When did it all begin?
Oh, well, when I got married about 18 years ago, we didn't have a lot of money, so I started trying to find things at rummage sales or wherever I could and painted them. And I taught myself how to strip down furniture. I've refinished pieces. And I have a husband who, is a phenomenal carpenter. So he's been able to fix things that maybe I don't have quite the talent to do. So it's been an adventure from the day we got married, and it got to the point where I didn't have space for all the pieces that I wanted to do, and I wanted to keep redoing pieces. So my sister talked me into opening up a shop.
Yeah, what are some of your favorite pieces too? You've got quite a bit of stuff in here.
Probably my absolute favorite would be this little piece right here, the blue and white chest. It was just such an ugly piece when it started. But when I saw it and I could see that it was a stable piece and didn't need a lot of work, I knew exactly, what colors I was going to do it in right away. So,
Describe what it looked like before you redid this.
it looked like Packers gone bad. It was green and gold, and it was very ugly. And it, had been out in a barn, and it was really dirty and needed a lot of love, but really the piece was solid. So I decided it was well worth refinishing.
And we're talking about you paint a lot of stuff, but you actually have to maybe rebuild some stuff too.
Yes, there's pieces that my husband has to take and fix because they're maybe not stable or something about them isn't good. So he rebuilt the door on this cabinet and put a new back on it to make it more stable. So basically changed the look of the piece.
Right.
But he also had to make it, a better piece so that it wasn't unsafe for someone to purchase.
We were talking earlier about there's classics versus trendy. Talk to me about that. You explained this very well.
Well, I have a lot of friends and family who, as they've been building houses or redoing houses, I always tell them, pick your classic items as your permanent fixtures. So there's a reason that subway tile has been around for 100 years. It's classic. You can easily take that item and make it modern or cottage or Victorian. It kind of fits into any style. Put hardwood floors in instead of choosing something trendy that a hardwood floor has been around for a couple hundred years, and that 100 years from now it's still going to be an item that you can change with your changing style.
Absolutely. Well, and also talk to me about you really enjoy using chalk paint.
Yes, chalk paint is a type of paint that really needs very little prep to use. So you could put it on almost any surface. I put it on metal, I put it on ceramic, obviously on wood pieces. Basically what I do, and I find it's important to clean a piece, obviously, and then we tend to sand pieces down too because it does adhere better. But the chalk paint goes on so well, and it has a nice velvety finish when you sand it after painting, and then it always has to be sealed.
Okay.
But it's a great paint to work with because it's got great coverage, and it is easy to work with and cover a piece up in very little time compared to latex. I don't have to wait as long for a coat to dry.
All right, well, thank you so much, Kate. Stay with us because we have so much more to talk about. Reporting live in Ishpeming, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Ansley. And it's been a lot of fun so far this morning hanging out there, and maybe some students enjoying a longer spring break thanks to the weather.
Right, one extra day today due to the snow. Able to go outside and play in it a little bit as we head
Welcome back. It's 45 past the hour. Well, Reome is a new store you can find at the historic Gosford building in Ishpeming. Ansley Watson is there this morning telling us a little bit more about what they have to offer. And Ansley, this store sounds like it's right down your alley.
It is, Sam. I'm telling you, Kate is so talented. I'm looking around. I'm like, that can go in my apartment. I could definitely use that as well. It's a good place to come. This morning, joining me is Kate LaFave. She's the owner here. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you again for coming.
So, Kate, you've actually been refurbishing furniture for a long time. You finally got the storefront opened a couple weeks ago. What was your hopes and dreams whenever you're like, oh, I'm going to open my own store. I'm just going to do it?
Well, I guess, being a mom, I thought I need to show my kids that if you love doing something, you should follow your passion and find a way to make it happen. So that's how this all kind of came about, is that I wanted them to know that figure out what your dreams are and then find a way to work with it.
Absolutely. We were talking about furniture earlier. Right behind us, a whole bunch of signs. You guys do these signs. What kind did you make?
Well, my husband does the custom cutouts of lakes and rivers. The one in particular behind us is the Dead River, which we have a cabin on. And we've sold many, many of those. We've also had custom lakes that people have ordered, and he does them all by hand. That's barnwood or old wood that he uses, and he cuts them out by hand on a scroll saw. So it's pretty amazing to watch him do it. I don't know how he has such a steady hand.
Oh, yeah, they look great. They're also custom made. You said you make custom orders for signs and furniture?
Yeah, so I do have another friend who does a lot of the signs too, and if you see something that you like, but it's not exactly what you want it to say, or it's not the look that you want, we can custom make a sign to be exactly what you would like it to be. So we really enjoy the sign work. It helps fill up the space because it's something that fills up the walls, but it's also fun to do, and it's fun to see what other people want us to do for them.
Now, when somebody brings in a piece of furniture, what do you look at? Do you look to see is there pretty much anything that you can refurbish?
We definitely want to look at whether the structure of it is good and whether the wood is solid, but if there's something that needs to be fixed on it, again, I have a husband who's, great to me and willing to fix up any pieces that are broken. But then there's many pieces that just need a new life. So paint or refinishing the top or whatever, we can take a piece that somebody else has and help them out by painting it or refinishing it for them.
Now, all morning you've had a huge smile on your face about talking about what you do. You have such a passion for this. What is that? Where does that passion stem from?
I guess probably because I love taking something old that somebody else looks at as garbage and making it new again and showing that it can be loved. And it definitely is my passion. I mean, I get excited when I see something old or something that's just ugly. And I know that the shape of it is good and I know it's worth saving. So it definitely, I feel like I'm smiling all the time. It's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time, but I never feel like it's work.
Right.
I feel like I'm following my dream, really. I love taking stuff that is ready for the garbage, and I don't know where that came from, and I wish I understood. Growing up, I'm the oldest of 11 children, so I think we always learned that you cherish what you have already and you take care of your stuff, because you can't always be buying new.
Right.
And, throughout our marriage, it's just kind of kept growing with me, and I find that my house is a lot more unique.
It's very true.
Because I have different pieces that I've redone instead of buying new all the time.
And what are your hours? When are you open?
We're open Thursdays and Fridays from 12 to 6, and then Saturdays from 10 to 2.
Okay, well, Kate, thank you so much. You are extremely, extremely talented and
Thank
so sweet. Thanks for being with us this morning. Reporting live in Ishpeming, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.